From WDTN, this is Operation Football.
Hello and welcome to Week 4. I'm Jack Polt along with Hutch Connerman. We will show you highlights from some of tonight's biggest games as Trotwood looks to snap a rare 2-game slide with a tough trip to Sydney. Miamisburg was looking to keep its undefeated season alive against Wayne, and Centerville going after that first win of the year tonight against 3-0 Springfield.
Jack, we begin the night in West Alexandria where Twin Valley South played host to National Trail. In our Operation Football Premier Health Game of the Week, Ethan Fitzgerald has the story.
Well, Jack, I've been telling you and Hutch all week, I've been waiting for a game where I can bring you guys definitive, jaw-dropping highlights. Tonight, Twin Valley and National Trail, they sure brought their game. Twin Valley hosting National Trail, both teams looking for their first conference win of the season. Trailblazers quarterback Evan Short with a pretty game-opening pass to Zach Woodall. Let's get things going in this one, and not a moment too soon. The Panthers are able to force a fumble with Chase Denglinger falling on it. No score early in the first. Cade Cottingham under center for the Panthers, and with the sun glaring in his eyes, he connects with Caleb Cornett. Eventually, the sun would set, and so would that drive. The Trailblazers would respond. Check out the arm power, and better yet, check out the catch. I say catch of the night for Zach Woodall. National Trail takes a 6-0 lead with 11 minutes left in the first. In the second quarter, that short Woodall connection isn't breaking anytime soon. Nice middle of the field grab for the Trailblazers. They get a first down. However, the Panthers defense would come up with a stop, allowing Isaac Clark to get a chance to cut up the Trailblazers D. That's good enough for a first down, and then some. Time ticking down in the first half. Momentum building for Cottingham now. He rolls out of the pocket, takes his time, and reads Levi White for another first down for the Panthers. They still trail by 6. Not for long, the handoff goes to Michael Cruz, who almost trips up on the line of scrimmage. Hey, check out that blocking. Check out that vision. Oh, wait, and the speed. Did I mention Cruz subbed in for an injured teammate? That's a big run, and the refs actually give him the touchdown. We are tied 6-6 after a missed PAT. And tonight, I saved the best for last. This is one of 2 big plays. Short throws, a short and low pass to Peyton Lane, who stays in his own lane all the way to the end zone. Even takes a big hit before the goal line. Touchdown Trailblazers. They take a 13-6 lead with 2:20 on the clock. But things stay interesting. Cottingham draws back and airs it out. This pass a little short, but this is why you never give up on a pass. The ball tips into Chandler Napier's hand. He's home free. Unfortunately, Napier would end up in the hospital. We here at 2 News are hoping for a speedy recovery. And these 2 teams would end up going into overtime. Well, these 2 teams nearly tied up at the half, but Twin Valley comes out on top. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Fitzy. Panthers quarterback Cade Cottingham scores the touchdown in overtime, and Twin Valley South beats National Trail 26-20. Our thanks to Athletic Director Tony Augsburger and all the great folks at Twin Valley South for hosting our tailgate party. Be sure to join us next week at Roger Glass Stadium in downtown Dayton, where Chaminade Julienne will host Carroll in our Premier Health Game of the Week.
Miamisburg opened the season with 3 straight wins, outscoring its opponents 122-35. Tonight, the Vikings ramped up the competition by welcoming in 2-1 Wayne. Let's head to Holland Field in the Berg, where both teams came out fired up for this one. On Wayne's opening possession, Rashad McKee. Watch him fire a strike to Austin Mullins. The sophomore picks up good yardage deep into Vikings territory. The drive will end on this Trevor Howley field goal, and the Warriors were in front 3-0. Now, Wayne actually added another field goal to go up 6-zip. When the Vikes strike back, John Yurkins, 28 yards and a clear path to the end zone touchdown. They missed the extra point. We're tied at 6. Warriors trying to respond, but the pass is tipped and intercepted by Miamisburg Jamal Evans. The junior takes it back into Wayne territory. Moments later, why not give it to John Yurkins again? Watch him go around the right side. The senior slipping past the defense, and into the end zone he goes, 13-6. Miamisburg out in front. Late first half now. Vikings up 16-6 when Rashad McKee calls his own number on the quarterback keeper. He'll score the touchdown, but it was all Berg in the second half as Miamisburg wins it tonight. The Vikings 4-0, 30-13 your final.
Jack to Eden, where the Eagles were charged up for a battle against Brookville. The Blue Devils backed up near their own end zone, but Ben Brophy takes care of that when he breaks free for a big gain, taking the ball to midfield. And the long drive is going to end with Ben Brophy busting into the end zone for the touchdown. Brookville coach Mike Hetrick Well, he's happy with his team's start. Final play of the first quarter, Ben Smith takes the handoff, and he's heading right at me, Jack. He's coming to me. The junior's big run would lead to a second quarter score, 14-0 Brookville. The Blue Devils' defense equally impressive tonight. Here, senior defensive end Evan Kaminsky breaks through the line for the takedown. More Big Blue offense now. Ben Smith around the right side, and he is into the end zone for the 7-yard score. A mixed extra point makes it 7-0, or I should say makes it 20-0 Brookville. Late first half, Eaton knocking on the door, but there's a fumble. The ball is recovered by Brookville linebacker Chase Dyer. It was that kind of night for the Eagles. Brookville big over Eaton, 48-13.
All right, to Care Flight Stadium in Springboro, where the Panthers played host to Fairmont. 4th down and 1. And look out, here come the Firebirds, but that Borough defense is there to stack them up at the line. And that's not going to work. Firebirds on 4th and 1, but Borough's Jake Kolowski going to stop the play, and back and forth we go, a scoreless first quarter. Now it's Fairmont around the left side, trying to get into the end zone. That is a touchdown on the quarterback. Well, he's going to be a little short, and on the next play they take it in from a yard out. That's a touchdown. Fairmont in front, 7-0. Springboro trying to come back. The pass into the end zone for a touchdown. Let's put up the final in this one. Fairmont wins it 24-12.
Alexander Stadium, where Piqua battled Fairborn. We pick it up in the third quarter, all tied at 14. Piqua's head coach Bill Neese was getting his guys fired up. The Indians D comes up with the fumble recovery right there. And they come up big next with this huge pass. It's 60 yards. Micah Karn connects with Owen Toops, and he is down the sidelines. And that's going to set up a TD. Piqua's Micah Karn calling his own number for 6. And it's 2014 Indians. The Indians would go for 2, and look at this great catch by Owen Toops. Piqua up 22-14. Then it's Piqua again. Trenton Foster taking the punt, and he is going to return it for some big yards, and it would set up another score for the Indians. Piqua QB Micah Karn scrambling and finding Owen Toops again in the end zone for 6. Piqua is up 28-14, and the Indians go on to beat Fairborn 29-14. It was CJ shutting out Purcell Marion 38-0. Elsewhere, Lebanon a winner over Beaver Creek 41-10. Fort Loramie defeats Miami East 21-7, and Franklin defeats Monroe 24-3.
Congratulations to the Miamisburg Marching Vikings, our Operation Football Band of the Week. Under the direction of Steve Elward and Ryan Wintersheimer, the Marching Vikings are 194 members strong, and we're even stronger tonight as they had the 8th grade band with them. This year's show is entitled One Bad Apple. Next weekend, the band will be performing at the Band of America Regionals at Miami University in Oxford, and in November we'll compete in the Grand National Competition at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Congratulations to the Miamisburg Marching Vikings, our Operation Football Band of the Week.
We're the cheerleaders, and you're watching Operation Football.
Welcome back to Week 4 of Operation Football.
After going 15-0 and winning a state championship last year, Trotwood Madison came into the night riding its first two-game losing streak since 2015. The Rams with a tough road test tonight at Sidney. Let's go up north to Memorial Stadium. Trotwood's Kian Hamilton going to run it in 10 yards for the touchdown, and it was 7-0 Trotwood. Now it's the Rams defense coming up big as they get the QB sack. It's Dalen Morgan taking it down for the 3-yard loss. Next possession for Trotwood. Kian Hamilton again with this nice yard run down the sidelines, tiptoeing and out of bounds. A little controversy on this 40-yard TD pass from Cooper Stewart to Justin Stevens. Stevens appears to drop the ball, but the refs are like, that's 6. It was all Trotwood in this one as the D comes up with another interception right here.
Ooh.
And Trotwood Madison, big tonight over Sidney, 41-7.
All right, Hutch, Springfield at Centerville. The Elks fans pretty happy at the start of this one. Wouldn't last, though. Picking up the action in the second quarter, Springfield's Jeff Oliver. Watch him take it around the right side and slip a tackle there, break an arm tackle there, and then just run away from everybody. 80 yards, and that's a touchdown. Kind of set the tone for this one. The Elks, however, would try to get something going. Centerville facing a 3rd and long, but that Wildcats defense, C.J. McDavid leads the sack attack. Seville would be forced to punt. Now on Springfield's next possession, only 30 seconds remaining in the half, Hutch. Larry Stevens, watch him just shake a bunch of would-be tacklers, and down the sidelines he goes. 69 yards, and they just can't bring him down. It's a touchdown. Let's go to the final in this one. On the scoreboard, Springfield 49-6, Troy 62-0 over Stebbins. In other action around the Valley, Alter wins. They beat Roger Bacon, and it was the Valley View Spartans over Oakwood Lumberjacks 31-7. Carroll wins. Our reigning team of the week posts a 37-28 win over McNick.
We are eating! We are eating! We are
Congratulations to the Eaton Eagles, our Operation Football Cheerleaders of the Week. Say hello to Aaliyah Bates, Hallian Beeson, Gabby Best, Wyatt Cox, Caitlin Ford, Kristen Mikesell, Olivia Myers, Haley Newman, Cammie Rivero, Madison Sarver, Bridget Van Zant, Sydney Wirtz, and Taylor Wilson. 3 cheers for the Eaton Eagles, our Operation Football Cheerleaders of the Week.
All right, we're taking our final timeout, but when we come back, more highlights. Tippecanoe and West Carrollton battle, plus our big play of the night. Week 4 of Operation Football continues right after this. I can't believe it, but we are wrapping up week 4 of Operation Football.
Right back to the highlights. Tippecanoe at West Carrollton. First quarter action. The Red Devils are 2 yards from the end zone, and they're going to pound their way in. Jackson Yeager on the rugby scrum. Touchdown. Puts Tip up 7-0. Next possession. The Red Devils going to feed Cade Bean. Check out the junior back trucking a tackler on his way to a 14-yard score. Tip up 2 scores, but the home team going to answer. The rally starts with some trickery on the following kickoff. Dre Mack hands it off to Tamar Coles. The senior returner takes it down the far sidelines, forced out of bounds at midfield. The Pirates later go for it on 4th down in the red zone. Tristan Dillon finds Austin Jones. The junior receiver makes 2 defenders miss, makes the great stretch into the end zone. But Tip still leads 14-7. The Red Devils score again on their next possession. The handoff to Josh Burrett. He goes down the far sideline with ease, and it's a 31-yard score. And Tippecanoe goes on to win it.
All right, time to hit the rewind button, sift through the highlights, and bring you our big play of the night. And for that, let's head back to Centerville Stadium. Late first half, Springfield at its own 20 when Jeff Tolliver takes it around the right side, and watch him cut back and then turn on the Jets. This Wildcat is running wild. 80-yard touchdown. Congratulations to Jeff Tolliver and the Springfield Wildcats for their big win at Centerville tonight and for turning in our big play of the night.
All right, Coldwater a winner over Minster 31-20. It was Parkway beating Versailles 21-7. Elsewhere, Green and Big gets by Triad 52-49. Bellefontaine a winner over Graham 42-6. Covington 45, Tri-County North 8. Chaminade Julian shuts out Purcell Marion 38-0. It was Madison Senior moving on with a 48-14 win over Preble Shawnee. Tecumseh by 20 over Northwestern 34-14. West Liberty Salem shuts out Springfield Catholic 63-0. New Bremen skates by Fort Recovery 19-15. Fenwick gets a win against Baden 21-9. Kenton Ridge a 4-point winner over Urbana 24-20. And Mississinawa Valley takes down Tri-Village 44-28.
All right, another great week of high school football, and you can get all the scores and watch all of the highlights from tonight's show anytime you want, online at WDTN.com.
Of course, a big college football weekend. The Flyers are in Pittsburgh to take on Duquesne at noon, and the Buckeyes in Arlington, Texas to take on TCU. That's an 8 o'clock tip-off. Thanks for watching Week 4 of Operation Football. Have a great weekend.